as is the case most nights. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And so it's Minnesota with it after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's McDaniels. Covington grabs the board. And here's George. Zubac passes to Westbrook. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. Just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Outside Edwards. Towns down low, covered by Covington. And the basket by Towns.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Lets it go from the wing. That one a little long.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Covington finds George. Back to Covington. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Covington. Here's George. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And he lobs it up, and it's powered home by Towns.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
George against Edwards. Leonard for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Conley. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Now here's Covington. 6 to shoot. Back to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Will it go? And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Conley against Westbrook. Here's Towns. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Leonard gets the bucket.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Going inside to the wing on the left. Towns with room to shoot. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
You know, Towns would rather shoot the three or post you up, but he's good enough as a shooter that the mid-range is effective for him too.
McDaniels against Leonard. George, a screen on McDaniels. Leonard, good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
It's not going to go for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Westbrook against Conley. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Back to George. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Over to the left wing. Now here's McDaniels. Leonard defending. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
The officials have been a little stingier with the whistles recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow. So you got to give some latitude to the physicality, and I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluidly.
Now here's Covington. George for three. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. The kick out to Conley. Oh, sweet move. Pass to McDaniels. Drops in the three.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
For three, Covington. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Minnesota now. Right now on a 9-0 run. Towns gets the bucket.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And George with the jam.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And the basket by Gobert.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat. Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. George against Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. He just lets the game come naturally to it.
Westbrook, the pass to George. Westbrook outside. Pass to Leonard. Let's go with a three. Clippers keep it alive. And here are the Timberwolves. Outpacing them right now, a 15-2 run. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Releases. And there's Towns on the assist by Conley. Towns has got 14 points.
Entering the league already with a good jump shot, Towns has improved his leg strength. That gives him even more consistency on that J of his.
George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Outside McDaniels. To the right side. Here's Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. On Robert Covington.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent but needed that defensive anchor.
George, a devastating finisher with momentum behind him. He doesn't let anything get in his way on the drive. He's right to the rack.
Outside Edwards. Floats one up. Left side McDaniels. Conley up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Zubac. McDaniels from long range. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Covington. And so it's Minnesota. Thanks, Allie. After
your Clippers, 17, the Timberwolves, 31.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Well, the Clippers shooting about 41%. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here he goes. And Gordon with the big finish.
How about the ball handling from Gordon? Very creative, pretty tight with it, and knows how to get through the defense with that tight handle.
Here's Alexander Walker. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Reid. Second chance shot. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Well, if you want consistency at the 5 spot, Mason Plumlee is a good player to have in the rotation, Clark.
Could not agree with you more. Be a consummate professional and extremely hard worker. Rebounds at a high level, and he is one of the best playmaking centers in the NBA.
Here's Highland after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Inside, here's Gordon. Pass to Plumlee from 18 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Brent. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Brent's a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Powell outside. Batum outside. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3. Batum's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Anderson inside. Batum's on him. Anderson passes to Reed. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. To the middle. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Pass to Prince. On the wing, Noel. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Anderson finds Reed. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. For 3, Gordon connects from downtown. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now here's Anderson. Anderson with a screen on Gordon. Back to Anderson. Pass to Noel. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Down low. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Gobert passes to McDaniels. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Timberwolves call time here.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to Covington. Pass to George. That shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Conley on the attack. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. A kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Leonard. Driving inside.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 6. And we're coming back in just... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on a slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Leonard for three. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Westbrook against Conley. The crossover. George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Mike Conley.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Westbrook against Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Oh, nice! Big finish! Man. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
For three, Covington. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And for Minnesota, they're shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Westbrook with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. The double clutch. Leonard can't get it to go.
Oh, a sensational play. Adjusting in midair to elude the defender, just couldn't finish.
Inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Up top, Westbrook. He's guarded by Conley. Leonard for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Edwards. And Gobert with the stuff.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
Conley finds Towns. Now here's Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 5 assists in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Leonard passes to Covington. Back to Leonard. From deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Gobert. Goes back up. The kick out to Conley. McDaniels with it. And here's Edwards outside. Leonard pulls down the board. Lets it fly. Can't get it to drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. .116 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Edwards from deep three-point range. Here's Conley, and he drives in to the left side wing. Just 4 to shoot. Towns for 3, and too long on the shot.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
For 3, George. Minnesota with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Leonard against Edwards. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth. Conley finds Gobert. Oh, Covington with a block.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
From deep. They grab their own miss. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. They played the villain tonight.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the task ahead.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start out. Now Paul, looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now here's Booker. Hits it from three-point range. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. 5 on the clock. Covington kicks to Westbrook over Paul. Westbrook, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a three-point game. Outside for KD. Ayton sets the pick for KD. Rebound by the Clippers.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
George with the bucket.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
And here's Phoenix. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now George, after Robert Covington missed from long range.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Paul outside. On the wing, Booker. Ayton kicks to Booker. KD, a screen on George. Lobbed up there for KD. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, we've all seen it, the mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
Westbrook passes to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. The drive by Paul. Durant wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Paul with the bucket.
Was Paul a crafty finisher? Gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Westbrook surveying the D. Here's Leonard driving the lane, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Ayton, and it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 3. A 3 from Leonard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Look, I know some guys are going to dunk, but when it's Westbrook, man, he fires up his teammates.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Paul dishes to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Covington, a screen on Booker. And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
You have to track Paul George all over the floor. A 3-level scorer. And he's going to come at you in multiple ways.
Booker against George. Out to the wing. Outside, KD. 6 on the shot clock. And Durant gets double teamed. Here's Ayton. From outside, off the mark. Covington passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
5 seconds left to play here in the first. For 3, Durant. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
KD against Leonard. KD drives in.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Outside, George. Here he goes. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Durant. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Chris Paul.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside, and decides to just knock it down.
Westbrook finds Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Covington from the arc, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Covington against Paul. Outside for Durant. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Back to KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Suns trail by 6. Here's Paul with the drive. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got his first points in this one.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
And George kicks to Covington. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to Leonard. From deep. Los Angeles with another miss. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The free throw drops for Durant. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. Leonard with the ball, out guarded by Booker. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut. Down to 1 on the bucket from Chris Paul.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Zubats with the screen for George. Zubats finds George. Back to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Zubats trying to break loose. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 5 now.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Suns.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Okogie. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Durant with the screen on George. Bobbed up there for Durant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Outside, George. Dishes to Leonard. Westbrook kicks to Batum. Durant with the steal. Kicks it out to Booker. Out left to the wing. For three, a Kogi. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Zubats with the screen for George. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Paul, and he banks in the layup. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now and we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's a Kogi in at the small forward. Suns leading by 4. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Here's Durant. He doesn't hit that one, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Pulls it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Phoenix, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. It's just very solid offense.
Clippers trail by 6. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
The pass to Booker. He is hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Booker, the pass to Okogie. Comes up empty down low. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. A 3 from Leonard. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, that's a shot right there. He's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to. But
wow, hammering it in!
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
George looking over the floor. Zubats a screen on Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Shot clock at 5. Ayton sets the pick for Booker from past the arc. A second chance effort with 1 on the clock. Outside for KD. Booker outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside, George. He dishes it to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. That one a little long.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. Free throw drops for KD.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Paul kicks to Booker. Passes it to KD. Ayton a screen on Leonard. Back to Booker. Deflects the pass. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
Zubats a screen on Paul. Westbrook finds George. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Booker. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight with a tie, driving to the basket. Fails to fall. This number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots. Booker dishes to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. The 3. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Suns lead by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Russell Westbrook out there with Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. George passes to Batum. KD with it. Westbrook picks him up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We know Durant's difficult to slow down, but when he's penetrating like that, the defense just cannot deal with that length.
Both good from the line that time.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Westbrook kicks to Batum. Lets the 3 fly. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And Batum can still knock down threes. He gives you that kind of gravity that the offense relies on.
Paul against Westbrook. Outside Durant. Into the lane. And finished off by KD.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Leonard looking over the floor. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Suns leading by 3. Paul outside. He kicks to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Leonard against Booker. It's George on the wing. "13 feet away. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
George against Booker. To the right side. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Zubac. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
It's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
Here's KD, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes, Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
Outside Leonard. It's George on the wing. Zubac, a screen on Booker.
2 minutes.
Here's George, and a lot of contact on that one, so the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA, gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
KD sets the pick for Paul. Comes to get it to KD and does.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Picks it out to Leonard to take the lead. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Booker against George. Booker the pass to Ayton. And he drops it in from the low post. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Ayton. And here's George. Outside Leonard. Over in the corner, Batum. Another shot. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And the wide open shot from Paul. It's good.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Leonard. Outside, George fires the three. Offensive rebound.
No matter the stakes, Batum will take the challenge.
7-second difference, shot and beam clock. Westbrook against Paul. 19 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. It's good!
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Outside Leonard. Missed! And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. This would, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
like an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Pass to Durant. Ayton, a screen on McDaniels. Durant, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Mike Conley.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
The BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Now here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. Drives to the hoop. Goes back up. The kick out to Conley. Lets it go from deep. McDaniels, that's good.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Ball against Conley. The kick to Durant from deep three-point range. They get it again. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Conley passes to Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
It's Booker on the wing. Durant with a screen on Edwards.
Minnesota foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Booker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And Phoenix has possession. 6-point game. Conley against Paul. Shot clock at 6. The kick to Durant. Puts up a 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And guys, we know that Kevin Durant, like most NBA players, has his off-the-floor pursuits away from the game. But the fact of the matter is, we know his priority is the game of basketball.
And he nails the 3rd.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, the pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
How about the explosiveness from Kevin Durant? What injury? Forget about that, folks. Up and off his feet.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
The Suns trailing. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Booker. This one for three. Towns with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. For Phoenix, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Paul against McDaniels. Ayton passes to Durant. Got a hand on it. Booker against Edwards. Can't hit that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way.
Timberwolves foul. Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
Now, Chris Paul has been successful at the highest level in the NBA, on and off the floor for such a long period of time. I love his intellect, his work habits, everything he represents. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Anthony Edwards.
And he makes the first.
Now, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Edwards against Booker. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Here's Booker. It's blocked by Gobert. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops.
Stays ready, lets it fly. You've got to be decisive in the catch and shoot game. Josh Okogie, yes sir.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Ayton. Conley against Paul. Okogie on the wing. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Booker. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Here's Towns. Conley. Tries yet again, and they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert emphatically Conley finishes that one. Nicely done.
Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. The kick to Durant. Back to Okogie. To the paint. Durant, the pass to Ayton. He buries it from three. Ayton's got 9.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Conley finds Towns. Takes the 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Ayton. Pass to Paul. Here's Okogie. Another shot. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he lobs it up top. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Booker against Edwards. Inside. And Durant with the big finish.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Ayton, a screen on McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Another miss by Minnesota. The Suns have got 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Durant, the pass to Paul. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Suns lead by 1. Conley against Paul. Over to the wing. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower. Rudy Gobert, assertive. My goodness.
The Suns have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. 20 seconds left in the second. Paul with it. Outside Durant. Into the lane. And Durant slams it home.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity. KD at the rim.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game.
27, the Suns, 29.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Reed in at the 5. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's slammed in by Durant.
We are talking about one of the greatest scorers in the history of NBA basketball. Kevin Durant doing some work right now. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Well, as far as nicknames go, Terrence Ross being called the Human Torch is pretty fitting, Doris.
What a classic nickname for a player that can get hot at any moment. And boy, when Terrence is rolling, he is very hard to cool. flew off. This is a guy we've seen rattle off 10, 15, even at times 20 straight points. That is the Human Torch personified.
Here's Prince. Here's Reed. It's hauled in by Landale. Durant against Anderson. Pass to Landale. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
Well, T.J. Warren is terrific at using his frame to become a factor on the glass. I love it.
Here's Alexander Walker. And Durant with the block. They recover it.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Ross. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line, he is such an excellent free throw shooter.
Baisley, he's checked in for the Suns.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
To the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Quick off the floor and fluid in everything he does. Darius Baisley, that was impressive.
Here's Noel. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Lee misses. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Here's Ross. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Kicks it out to Warren. Outside Ross. Clock at 6. And it's Phoenix with another.
When the mid-range is working for Terrence Ross, he's going to create problems. It's just a matter of can he do it consistently.
Pass to Anderson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Terrence Ross.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And Anderson drops them both. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Stolen by Anderson.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Soft touch off the glass.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Suns leading. Outside Ross. Second shot opportunity for 3. Baisley misses for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 8 in the third. This for the tie. Here's Noel. That one's good. This game is all even. Noel's gotten his second bucket.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Outside Ross. Outside Warren. Back to Ross. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Third team.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Suns, Terrence Ross.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:04 left in the third quarter here. Here's Noel, guarded by Ross. Anderson inside. Baisley on him. Anderson can't get it to go. Stolen by Anderson. Uses the glass on the layup. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Lee on the wing. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Baisley. Shot clock at 6. Picked up by Baisley. To the inside. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Stolen by Ayton. Now here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
There's an elusivity to Chris Paul's play. He's got the knack to get into the teeth of the defense and make something happen.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center. And it's slammed in by Durant.
I think what takes people by surprise is how well Kevin Durant moves at his size. Just so good coming off the screen.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker with the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's Kevin Durant, his height, his reach, and his activity on the offensive window. That's easy money for him.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Oh, and Towns with the block.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Ball against Conley. Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 2.
Boy, you think about DeAndre Ayton, it's his size that comes to mind, and he understands how to utilize that to score.
Here's Towns, and a nice finish on the layup.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Durant tips it back in. Durant's got 24.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Edwards. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Ayton. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Back to Paul. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And the other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. The kick to Durant. On the take. And Durant slams it home.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA. And if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Now here's Edwards. And Gobert with the stuff.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Conley against Paul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his third foul of the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Conley against Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Aiden. Over Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is as intense a defender as you're going to find in the NBA, and he refuses to give up anything easy.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And the Suns call time here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Now here's Paul. 41 seconds left in the final quarter. Screen by Durant. Minnesota with a rebound. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And he was fouled. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, the previous foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
Booker against Edwards. Pass to Aiden. The kick out to Paul. Oh, he missed it!
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win.
To the best kid in the
something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Michael Conley. It's deflected. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Over in the corner, Edwards. Feeds to Gobert. Shoots over Zubac. And he gets the bucket.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
Westbrook against Conley. To the paint. And now here comes Conley leading the break. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Covington passes to Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. Offensive rebound. And Leonard gets it to go.
Look at Leonard outworking the defense, beating them to the rebound and finishing strong.
Outside Edwards. Over to the left wing. Towns kicks to Conley. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Here's Conley. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Leonard with the steal. Three-pointer. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Edwards looking it over. Will it go? And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this game, and he makes the first. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive, rising up with ease and throwing it down.
Towns against Covington. Towns with the bucket.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Westbrook to the middle. Here's George. Pulls up. That's good. And so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Conley against Westbrook. Conley's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 5. George passes to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Now here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Zubac kicks to Westbrook. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
We know he prefers to shoot off the pull-up, but Westbrook showing he's capable in the catch-and-shoot situation.
Here's Conley driving in. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Westbrook with it, picked up by Edwards, and George with the stuff.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Now here's Conley. Towns wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Towns has got 5 points so far.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Edwards against George. Here's Zubac. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Outside Conley with 1 on the clock. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. It's going to be Towns shooting. They get Russell Westbrook.
In the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
George passes to Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Now here's Conley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by George. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Edwards against George. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Some would call Westbrook a stat stuffer. But for him, at this stage of his career, it's about trying to win titles.
It's his first trip to the line. And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world. Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Moves back up. Outside Westbrook. Screen by Zubac. Westbrook passes to Zubac. Edwards with it. George picks him up. Leonard with the steal. 3-on-3. Shoots the 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
As we've seen, there's nothing Leonard can't do. He's polished every aspect of his game.
Conley kicks to Towns. Pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Leonard the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now here's Conley. No points in the game yet for him. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. Covington passes to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
He's such a ferocious player. Westbrook nearly snapped the rim that time.
And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Here is Edwards. Paul George making his last shot. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 13. The kick out to Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Conley against Westbrook. And it's Covington atop the key. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. And finished off by Leonard.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
Now the pass to Towns. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Off target from outside. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Edwards. That'll do it for the first half. Clippers. Thanks for the great interview, David.
Minnesota Timberwolves 28, the Clippers 40.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Reed is out there with Anderson. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Gordon. Dishes it to Plumlee. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Highland. He kicks it to Gordon. From deep. It's hauled in by Noel.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a cover shot.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Prince. Over in the corner, Batum. Stolen by Anderson. Prince wide open. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Powell, the pass to Highland. Back to Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Taurean Prince.
You have to appreciate Powell's consistency of effort. He never takes a play off.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becomes becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Here's the teardrop. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Timberwolves trail by 11. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now here's Gordon, and they double up Gordon. Here's Highland. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Pass to Reed, inside, got a piece of it, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Gordon. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Look at how high Norman Powell gets on these dunks. Love showing off his athleticism.
Here's Noel. Passes it to Anderson. He takes it in. 6 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball. Anderson's got 5.
And you see Anderson each year becoming a little more consistent from distance.
Gordon a screen. Fires the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the 3rd.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. And he drives in. Here's Noel. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. On the wing, Batum. Here's Highland. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
All right. Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Here's Noel. Prince outside. To the inside. Batum with the steal. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. And Plumlee kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
I love how Powell moves on the floor, glides off the pick to an open look at the basket.
17 seconds left in the 3rd. Reed misses.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Highland. And here's Gordon from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Westbrook finds George. Second chance shot. And there's the pass to Covington. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Edwards. Has to Gobert. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Covington knocks it loose.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Covington. Westbrook dishes to George. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Edwards. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Outside Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And here's Leonard from 3. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Stolen by George. Covington passes to Zubac. Stolen by Michael Conley. Up top Edwards. Defended by George. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Conley. Up top Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Leonard. Kicks to Covington. Back to Leonard. Down low. Gobert with the defensive effort.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Conley. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 12. George looking over the floor. Left side Covington. To the wing on the left. The dish now to George. Trying to end the drought. Here's Zubac. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Stolen by McDaniels.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Passes it to Zubac. Left side, Covington. And the Clippers miss again.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Now here's Conley over Westbrook. Conley kicks to Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
And Gobert drops them both. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Westbrook. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
To the best in the
Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Now here's Paul. And that one drops for him.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Leonard outside. Pass to George. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now Paul. Outside Booker. Down low. Here's Durant. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block. In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realize what an all-time great he'd become.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Durant. Oh, Covington with a block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Paul. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. He takes it in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. But within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
The offensive rebound. Outside for Booker. Goes up again. That's good from Paul. On the assist from Booker.
An excellent mid-range shooter. Once Paul gets any kind of airspace, he's taking that shot.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Good on both. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
It's Durant with a drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You gotta keep Durant out of the lane. Once he gets a step on you, he's scored.
Leonard passes to George. Back to Leonard. There's the drive. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Booker no good. The Clippers trail. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. George, no good. The Suns have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Okogie. It's stolen by Leonard. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today.
And there's the lob. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. To the middle. And the jam by Covington.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
The kick to Durant. It's Booker on the wing. That three's off the mark. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. They now take the lead. Covington's got 7.
A long, strong forward. Covington shows the ability to finish inside.
Durant with a screen on George. Booker with it. Guarded by Covington. Durant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first free throw is good.
Offensively, Durant might be the most unguardable player in NBA history. He can shoot, dribble, pass, drive, you name it. Everything he does it at a high level on top of being 7 feet tall.
Now here's George. Covington, a screen on Booker. George passes to Covington. Back to George. With the drive. The rebound by Devin Booker. For Phoenix, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Pass to Okogie. There's the 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Leonard outside. And it's off from three-point range. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical...
Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you. Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Left side Booker. Durant with a screen on Leonard. Here's Booker. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Now Zubac. Pass to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Back to Zubac. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, few guys drop dimes like Westbrook. He has an innate talent for setting up shooters.
The kick to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Out to Leonard. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Shooting for the Clippers.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers. RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
Lets it fly. No good. A bit long that time.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, smart about picking his spots. That time, Leonard senses opportunity and flies up the floor.
Ball against Westbrook. On the wing, Durant. 12 points for him. Zubac with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Covington finds George. Driving in. Oh, and the dunk by George.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Get on your feet right now. A big cheer for your
The Suns have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside Booker. Nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And Booker is the guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
1:36 left in the second quarter. Paul with it. to Okogie. Outside Booker, just 5 on the clock. Ayton, the screen on George. Here's Booker. Oh, Covington with a block. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's a minute 12 left to play in the second quarter.
Phoenix foul. Chris Paul. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Robert Covington. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Suns trailing. 1:02 left in the second quarter. The drive by Paul, and he makes it on the layup. Paul's got 6 points.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
And there's the screen. George outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Whew. He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Ayton finds Durant. Ayton with a screen. Durant against Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Durant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Westbrook outside. Picked by Covington. For 3, George. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Durant on the attack. Here's Ayton. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Clippers on. Allie, as always, thank you. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Nicholas Batum. He's out there with Mason Plumlee. Eric Gordon is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Now here's Ross. Pass to Shaman. Here's Baisley. Back to Shaman. 4 on the clock.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Clippers in the lead. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And here's Gordon from the arc. Counted from distance. Gordon's got 5 points.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And the Suns call time here. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Covington's checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Powell. Paul George, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. For 3, Booker. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. George outside. From outside the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The kick to Durant. The three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Any shot for KD is a great shot for his team, and I don't care how far back he is.
Here's Westbrook. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Kevin Durant. Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
When I think of Westbrook, I think of one of the most intense players ever to play the game. A true competitor doing whatever it takes to will his team to a win.
And that one's good. Covington.
Tremendous vision. Passing out of the shot, that's great decision making.
Phoenix calls timeout. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Paul. True on the 14-footer. Paul's got 8.
Enjoy every moment you get to watch Chris Paul. We might never see a point guard like him again.
Westbrook with it, now guarded by Booker. And George with the jam.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul finds Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Booker. Durant with a screen on George. 5 on the clock. Oh, Covington with a block. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Paul with it. Picked up by Plumlee. Got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. To the inside, Leonard. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
A minute 9 left in the third quarter. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
George a screen on Paul. And Covington, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Covington's gotten 4 this quarter.
And not the flashiest scorer per se, but Covington is more than capable of scoring outbursts like this.
And here's Paul. 11 points in the game. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Okogie. Ayton with it. The kick to Durant. It could go. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, up 4. And fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Oh, and Leonard has some of the biggest hands in the game, using them to haul in offensive boards.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He called out their ball control, saying, quote, no more turnovers. That has to be the mindset. We need to stop rushing and start dictating.
Allie, thank you. Count it.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, flat out taking over in a big way right now.
Westbrook outside. Leonard outside. And they get it back. Plumlee passes to Covington. Now here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Outside Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Phoenix calls timeout.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
That was your son's Breaker Dance Crew. Show us some love.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. Now Plumlee. Out to Leonard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Here's Okogie, covered by Covington. Back to Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 11 points here in the second half.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Explosive in everything he does. Westbrook catches the defender a little out of position, makes a play, and draws the foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers. And he sinks the second.
At the least, he did extend it to a 2-possession game. That's important.
Now Paul. The kick to Durant. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Leonard finds George. Leonard outside. George passes to Westbrook. It's good.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Inside. And stolen by Leonard. 3-pointer. For 3, George. That one doesn't drop. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Pass to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
1:52 left in the 4th quarter. Picked by Covington. Here's Leonard. Sinks that one from the post. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
1:46 left in the 4th quarter here. Outside Durant. Launches a 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Tries to break his ice. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they're on the break. Here's Booker. Good D by Covington.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. The Clippers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Westbrook outside. George outside. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Good on the...
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Leonard for 3. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Look at Durant utilizing his length, snatching the offensive board. Ladies and gentlemen, he's 7 foot and sending it right back.
George outside. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers win it. Boy, a nice one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
To the best kid in the hall.
matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Gobert can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Durant, the pass to Booker. Back to KD. Drives to the hoop. That shot off the mark. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards looking it over. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. And up the court come the Suns on the break. No good from Durant. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A floater. Up again.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Ball against Conley. Booker outside. Here's Durant. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Now here's Towns. He kicks it to Gobert. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
So it's Minnesota now. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Edwards can't hit. Booker with no one around, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
Oh, here's Edwards. Takes it inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Ayton. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Ball against Conley. Outside Durant. Ayton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Conley against Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Conley kicks to Gobert. The dive for the ball. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. .156 left in the first quarter. KD looking around. Pass to Paul. Back to Durant. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 5 to shoot. Lobbed up there for Durant.
Very elusive in the pick and rolls is Kevin Durant. I mean, he slashes after screening, and that makes it tough to stay with him.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Now here's Conley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now Conley. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebound by the Suns. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feat.
Now here's Conley. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. McDaniels finds Conley. Here's Towns. The pass to Gobert. Left block shot on the way. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Going inside. Good if it goes.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Now here's Durant. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
A free ball and stolen by Booker and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 7. When they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the combine. Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Left side, Edwards. And stolen by Booker. Ball outside. Passes to Okogie. Back to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 7. Conley into the lane. Basket counts. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Now here's Paul, and there's the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Here is Conley, out to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
KD's shot is good.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Edwards against Booker. Towns a screen on Booker. And here's Edwards from the arc. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Suns leading by 9. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Timberwolves trail by 9. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. Paul against Conley. Outside Edwards. Driving the lane. That shot is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Booker looking around. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Now the dish to Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
And just using that length to his full advantage. Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Paul with the steal. Booker outside. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
28, the Timberwolves, 17.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. They get it again. Anderson. Pass to Reid. Tries again. Prince outside. Back to Reid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He doesn't get the second one. And it's Warren with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Ross passes to Baisley. Back to Ross. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ross has got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
And it's good. 2 points. Noel's got his first points of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Ross. Outside Warren. Kicks it to paint. The pass to Landale. Here's Baisley. Payne with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Stolen by Anderson. And Prince with a clear path to the hoop. And the lead is down inside single digits.
You know, one of the things the team has confidence with Prince in is finishing on the break.
Here is Ross. Warren on the wing. To the left wing. Landale pass to Warren. The Suns need to get a shot off. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. From deep, Prince. That one, no good. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Driving inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Kyle Anderson. Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And what I love about Ross, that boundless athleticism. We've seen this guy throw down some absolutely vicious slams.
And it's so much fun to watch him elevate and take flight. You know, it's not about just dunking for him. I mean, he's got a solid stroke as well. I think he's just a really good, well-rounded offensive player.
Timberwolves trail by 10. KD with it. Now guarded by Towns. Payne kicks to KD. Good on the shot. KD's got 10 points.
Focus, intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he catches the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game so far, and they're on the break. Payne dishes to Durant. Off target from three-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Conley finds Towns up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. Now here's Paul. Akogi, the pass to Booker. From deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Timberwolves trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Gobert. Top of the key, McDaniels. Sweet move, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line. Suns leading by 9. Paul looking around. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2. Paul's got 6 points.
Always one of the league's most accurate jump shooters. Chris Paul can flat out knock him down.
Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. From the arc. Left side, Towns. And stolen by Booker. Right side, Kevin Durant. Over Edwards. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ripped.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Booker, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Minnesota ball.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 11-point game. Conley kicks to Gobert. They get it back. Here's Towns, and that one drops. Towns has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Minnesota.
One of the many skills that Towns brings every night is his offensive rebound.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Booker against Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. Here he goes. And then Durant with the dunk.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Paul against Conley. The kick out to Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Ball against Conley. Pass to Booker. Durant up top. Ayton trying to break free. Second shot opportunity. Booker outside. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Lobbed up there for Durant.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Edwards inside. Working on Booker. And finished off by Edwards.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Booker. Beyond the arc. Rebound Minnesota.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Durant kicks to Paul. Gobert with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Feeds it to McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
And here is Paul. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots from the high post, and that one good.
This is when some players pull in and tighten up a bit, but if you're talking about CP3, this is when it becomes fun for him.
Oh, here's Edwards. Passes it to Towns. A 3. McDaniels finds Towns. The putback, it counts. And now they trail by just 4.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley against Paul. He kicks to Ayton. 6 to shoot. Back to Paul. And shot on the way. And he swishes it right through. And the Suns lead by 6.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So the Suns win it. All right, David, great job. Thanks.
Let's go.